The square prism below has a semicircle carved out of the top of it. The area of the base is 225 square inches, and the height of the prism is 8 inches. So what we're going to do is go ahead and start labeling some stuff. We do know that this is 8, and we don't know how long this is, but we're about to find out. It's going to be super duper easy, and here it is on the side. This is a square because they said so, and so the area of the square is 225. We just need the square root of 225. It's 15. Okay, good to know. The height of the prism is 8 inches. The diameter of the hemisphere is 9. The diameter is 9. I never talk about diameter. Diameter is stupid. So instead of diameter, let's just talk radius. The radius of this thing is going to be 4.5, which does not look like a 4.5 based on the way I drew it, but it's a 4.5. Trust me. There we go. Let's try this again. This distance right here is going to be, all right, it's going to be drawn neater, written neater this time. It's going to be, there's an arrow, 4.5. There we go. There's our radius. So we want to find the volume of this figure. Let's just ignore the fact that there's a little semicircle out of the top of it. What we're really going to have is, for our volume, we're going to have the square prism. And then we'll say, oh, you know what? I'm missing half of a sphere. So minus the hemisphere. So as we move on, we're going to say, well, square prism. That would be 15 times 15 times 8. So 15 squared times 8, which actually, I never needed to find out what the square root of 225 was. I could have just kept this as 225. Totally could have done that. Minus, and then the hemisphere. Well, the hemisphere is going to be half of a sphere, volume, and that would be, instead of 4/3, it'd be 2/3 pi times the radius cubed. Good luck trying to keep this completely in terms of pi. You can keep this term in terms of pi. This one is not. Let's just go ahead and type the whole thing in. So we're going to have 225 times 8, which is 1,000, by the way. 1,800. Whoa, I was doing something in my head that was way wrong. Wow. 125 times 8. There we go. That's what was happening. Anyway, 225 times 8 minus 2/3. Woo! When you ignore digits. Times 4.5 to the 3rd power. 1609, which was a very good year. 0.148. 0.148 cubic inches.